My first English exam, I was so scared. My first English exam, I was so scared. A graded English learning story by VoiceNest English, Level 1 to 2, Emotional, Listening and Reading Practice. Hi, my name is Noira. I want to tell you about something that happened when I was 14 years old. It was the day of my first English exam, and I was very, very scared. But that day taught me something beautiful. Let me tell you the full story. I studied in a small school in India. Our school was simple. No AC, no fancy benches, just a classroom with a blackboard and many dreams. English was my weakest subject. I could read a little, but I couldn't speak well. Grammar confused me. Tenses made my head spin. And when someone spoke English fast, I just smiled and said nothing. One day, our English teacher, Miss Rita, came to class and said, "Your English exam is next Monday." My heart dropped. I felt a chill inside. 1 week left. How will I prepare? That night, I sat on my bed with my English notebook. I tried to study, but the words, they looked like a different language. I whispered to myself, how will I pass?
My best friend, Aanya, saw me sitting alone. She came and said, "Don't worry, Zara. Let's study together." Every day after school, we sat under the big tree. She read simple sentences for me. I repeated after her. We made flashcards. We laughed at silly mistakes. Slowly, something changed. I started to understand. I started to smile. The morning of the exam, my hands were shaking. My mom gave me warm milk and said, "You will do well. Just stay calm." At school, everyone was reading loudly. Some were biting their nails. Some were crying. I closed my eyes and took a deep breath. You studied. You tried. Just do your best, I told myself. We all sat down. The teacher gave us the question paper. Tick, tick, tick. The clock started. I looked at the paper. The first question was easy. Write 5 sentences about your best friend. I smiled. I wrote about Aanya. Then came grammar. It was hard. I got stuck on one question. I felt like crying. But I didn't give up. I remembered Anya's voice saying, "Try, just try." The teacher said, "Last 5 minutes." My hands moved fast. I finished the last question. I didn't know if it was all correct, but I knew one thing. I had tried. The bell rang. Exam over. The next few days were full of worry. My stomach hurt every time I thought about the result. I thought, what if I fail? What if my teacher shouts? I even dreamed one night that my paper was empty. I woke up scared, but Aanya held my hand and said, "You did better than you think." Finally, the result day came. Our names were on the board. I looked for my name. Zara, English, 74 marks. I couldn't believe it. I checked again. Yes, it was true. Tears came to my eyes.
Not because I was sad, but because I was proud. I passed. I really, really passed. Miss Rita came to me and smiled. She said, Zara, I saw your effort. You improved. I'm proud of you. Those words I will never forget. They were more important than the marks. I want to tell you something. If you're scared of English, it's okay. We all feel that. If you think you're not smart enough, that's not true. You are enough.